you, girl?
Well, I'm okay. You can see I'm back at home today. I'm not in the studio.
Have you been there this week?
I did. Actually, I had 2 classes today.
How are they going?
Went to Burn. They're going good. I went to Burn today too. So I'm like worn out.
Oh, girl, I bet.
And as you can see, I really need a shower. So that's coming next.
I actually had a shower and blow dried my hair today. So
I have no doubt, Robbie, no doubt. How's school going?
Well, best it can with me as the teacher. Tell you what. No, honestly, it's going great.
Pray for those babies.
The teachers really are doing an awesome job. I have loved it. Like, they're really organized. I pick up my packets on Fridays and distribute it out to the kids. And they got to fend for themselves from there.
So those packets, though, you take and drop them back off at school, right?
Yes, like their homework and stuff. There's like a tub outside, and I just set it inside there. Yes, it's really handy. I've been impressed with how they've ran it all. I've been very impressed.
Well, good. I'm glad. We're gonna have to get one of the teachers on one day and talk to them to see how what their thoughts are on it.
I know, because it's totally different. I'm sure they're like, get your kids to school, so we do not have to do this anymore.
Well, we're at school. We tomorrow is our last day. Like we've gone in like half and half. So tomorrow is the last day for the other half, and then we start full time next Monday. So we're ready. Yeah. We're ready.
So you are. I was gonna say you're definitely ready.
I've been watching Meet the Teachers tonight. All via Zoom. So that's been great.
Yes. That's like all of our open houses. We're like virtual open houses. It's so crazy, isn't it? It's wild.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Yeah, so crazy. Okay, and I'm sorry you can't see my eyes very well today, Robbie. So
I love that hat, though.
This
Ricci,
is my
speaking of hats, let me see that one up close. Show everybody the picture.
It's a little hiker hat.
So cute. That is one of our Saya hats.
Yes.
I love it.
On the camera, look, when I think I'm straightening it, it looks like this. So you have to fix me.
No, it looks
cute. It's all
backwards. Push it up a little bit so I can see your eyes.
There. Oh, eyes.
Yeah, there you go. That's better. Okay. Hey, look, I got this one today.
Awesome. Okay.
It's like a pink corduroy. This came out last week. And today they actually released this in yellow.
I know. I want the yellow, but that looks so good on you, Robbie. You should totally.
I really like the pink.
Maybe you should keep it on for the show. We'll just do a hat show.
You want to just be a hat show?
Yeah, let's be a hat show today.
Well, we should be a hat show because we've got a crazy show today. A lot of people. Oh, Ricci, first of all, hey, everybody. Welcome to the Ricci Robbie Show. I didn't even say hello. And if you are watching, definitely leave us comments. If you're catching the replay, hit hashtag replay. And just so you know, y'all, today it's Thursday in our guest world. Yes. We are pre-recording this live in Japan, where our special guest is located, and we are super excited to have her on. She doesn't have a lot of time because it is their morning, so she's getting her day started. So we're going to go ahead and bring her in here in just a minute and see what life is like over in Japan as well. So she's got an awesome story. We're definitely happy to have her on today.
Yeah, and Robbie, like, wouldn't you say we're just getting really big time now that we're going international?
I totally feel like we are definitely international now. Like, watch out, world. The Ricci Robbie Show is here.
We are here.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. When do we get to go to Bora Bora? On location.
On location.
Yes.
It'll happen.
We need to look into that.
So let's tell everybody who we have today, because I'm pretty excited.
Yes. So we have got Ellie on today, and y'all, Ellie is due anytime. Who knows? It could be during the show. We never know. Ellie is due today. Not today. She's not due today. My bad. She is due in a few weeks. She's due in a few weeks. So we definitely are excited for her. She has another one at home. She is a military spouse and in Okinawa, Japan, living life there, running 2 businesses, being a mom. Hashtag be like Ellie, because she's knocking it out and getting it done.
Like it seems like every time we get a busy mom on here, it's like they take it to another level. You're expecting any day now, and you're in Japan, and blah blah blah. Like, it's never like, Robbie, we thought our lives were and like madness.
I thought we were doing pretty good, and I was like, really? Okay, I guess I can step it up. I'm like, okay, eat your hot dog Lunchable.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, well, hey, Ellie, I'm excited.
Okay, I'm going to bring her in now because I know she doesn't have long. Give me just a minute. Hey, Ellie.
Hey, Ellie. Okay, and you're gonna have to forgive us playing with our hats, but I mean, like when I'm looking, Robbie's done with hers. But I'm like looking in the camera, and I keep trying to adjust mine. Every time I do, it's like crooked. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So,
well, I quit because I didn't want hat head because I washed my hair today.
Oh, okay,
so of course. Well, tomorrow's dry shampoo and hat.
How are you, Ellie?
I'm good. I like the pink hat. I actually kind of want to order the yellow one now. I know. Actually, so cute.
Yeah,
so
me
cute.
too. Me too.
I'm
definitely getting that one. Okay,
well, Ellie, we are so happy
you're
on here today. Oh my god, and live from Japan. You have brought the Ricky Robbie Show international, and we cannot thank you anymore. This is huge for us.
One of our like dream vacations over here is to go to like the Maldives, and so
yes,
we'll just record another one, and you guys can start going around the world.
We're in.
We're in.
No more, Ellie. We are there. We are so there. Don't you worry.
And I'm super excited about this show because even though it's Thursday in your world, it's Wednesday night here, which means I get to have my wine tonight. So normally I get frowned upon at 11 o'clock on a Thursday morning. So tonight I actually get to drink my wine with my leggings and liquor. So
your leggings and liquor in full effect tonight, Ricky. I've got my sparkling ice water.
Oh, that's so boring.
I know. It's got a flavor.
Ellie, you have an excuse. She does not. So
it's flavored, Ricky, peach nectar. Yes.
Oh God.
Well, Ellie. So, go ahead and start us off for the people that don't know you. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, your family. Kind of give us a little setup.
Sure. This is the most awkward thing is like when people are like, tell us your bio. I'm like, I don't know what's cool to say about myself. But my husband and I are from Wisconsin, both of us. We actually went to college together. We didn't date in college. We reconnected later. But both from Wisconsin. My husband's in the Marine Corps. We live in Okinawa, Japan because of his job. Actually, for the last 4 years, we've moved once a year. So Japan is going to be the longest we've ever lived somewhere as husband and wife together, which is crazy. Like, that's where we're doing it. We have a daughter. She's 3.5. She's about 20 feet to my left with the nanny between us. So I'm hoping she doesn't hear me talking about her, so she sprints in there. But we have her, and we have one on the way. I'm due in like a month. So we have another girl, a baby girl coming. Background about me, I guess.
Yes.
Was there
all things Ellie?
All things Ellie. So I actually went to college for business, but I went to a wildlife and forestry school, which is seriously a joke. Not the school.
Wow. I've never even heard of that.
Like somebody from UWSP is going to watch and be like, it's not a joke. It's funny that I got a business degree where people are constantly like duck hunting and deer hunting. But I just wanted something super basic. I had no idea what I wanted to do out of college. Worked retail for significant amount of years, and then decided through some people that I worked for that I wanted to be a chiropractor. So I applied to chiropractic school 4 or 5 years ago, and I got accepted to the school of my choice. But that's when we got pregnant with our daughter. So I decided that, which has all worked out for the better. But I started working from home when I was 9 months postpartum with her in the network marketing space. And that's what I've been doing sort of since then. We also now co a financial business together, my husband and I do. But that's a little bit about what I do outside of I love coffee. I love going out to I'm a huge homebody. I find myself saying no more often than yes to invites. I just get home. But I'm so grateful for internet because I get to meet all my friends this way.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Well, so you went to school. You obviously like we're going to go into business, retail, all of these things, and then you get pregnant, and then chiropractic. I mean, like you've got everything going. What made you decide to like say, you know what, this stay-at-home mom thing is for me? Was it your husband's career? What was it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of like I had mentors who went to school, chiropractic school, pregnant. Great mentors. And I was like, okay, they did it. I could do it. But we had to make a decision. We had to decide, go to school and open up my own business, or are we going to stay in the military? It had to be one or the other. You literally like can't, you could do both. I know people who do, but we didn't want that. But we just chose the Marine Corps over that route. And then I don't know what I thought about becoming a stay-at-home mom. I wish I could be like, I don't know. I don't wish. I wasn't like, this is going to be amazing. I also wasn't like, this is going to suck. I was just like, I guess I'll watch a lot of Netflix while I'm
there. Well, so did you always
a bad thing?
No, it's not. Yeah. But did you always think in the back of your mind, like, oh, one day I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom?
No.
Never.
No.
It doesn't sound like it with all your, I mean, you had a lot going on.
No. And I'm like, I don't even want to use the word recovering because I've not recovered, but I'm like in the season of growing through being somebody who's very performance driven and, now being a stay-at-home mom and, kicking back a little bit differently, I am working in a pace that I mean,
you're not used to.
Totally, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home mom. It is honestly like the more I grow in it, the more I realize like this is my window to pour into a tiny person who's going to suffer to go out into the world. And I'm so grateful for that. And sometimes I have to remind myself of that because I can look at the whole thing and be like, this is annoying. And I don't love it. But I also then get to say, okay, I get to help her and her,
Yes, that's,
then it keeps me level, so I don't like fly off the cusp about what I'm doing,
But I mean, I'm gonna be honest, you're like one of the chillest stay-at-home moms that I've ever seen, because even as a brand new stay-at-home mom, when I was thinking about getting into this business first, I was kind of following you on like on YouTube and things like that, things that were popping up. And you like had a new baby in the background, like crying, whatever. And you're just like so chill. And I was like, I was never like that when I stayed home.
I am not, first of all. I mean, of course, we want to look, like we've got our stuff together. But I guess I just, I didn't really know what I was doing when I started working from home. So I was kind of like, we lived in a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, teeny apartment when I started working from home. I had no space. And I was like, well, I can either let that be the thing that holds me back from getting started, or everybody can just see my mess. I mean, I always have a mess. Before I jumped on this call, like you guys should see, I have this whole corner, you can't see it, is laundry. I just pushed it off the bed so that my bed looked like it was made. And it is.
And we can't even see your bed, so you're all good now.
See? Yes, you are good.
But then there was that one video of Madison where she's like spilling the dog bowl and like writing like on the front. You're just like, but like you remained calm through it all. So like, I mean, you did way better than me. I can tell you that.
Well, I think at the end, what happens is all of those moments build, and the only person who really got to experience it was Mike. So like. You go through the day just letting chaos happen, and it builds and you work through it. But then after like about 7 days of it, your husband is the person who then is like, holy moly,
he gets it all. He's like, where did this girl come from?
Ryan would walk through the door and I'd be like, they're yours. I'm out. Like, I'm done.
It's been a day.
He'll do that. And like, we have a good flow. He'll come home from work and I'm like, see ya. I'm out.
Yeah, for sure. So,
well, Ellie, go ahead and say, I know y'all have the 2 businesses, but how has just entrepreneurship in general, how has that changed your whole mindset about how you look at things, your perspective on life, things like that?
I think like there's people who you admire in your life. There's people that and you're just like, man, I'm just inspired by that person, or I'm motivated. I had that, and I still have that. She's, the chiropractor that I was first inspired by, and I'll probably talk about her the rest of my life. But this woman, her name's Erin. It's so funny. I always have Erins in my life, but this chiropractor in Jacksonville, shout out Bold City Chiropractic. She was inspired so much. And I remember always watching her. She has 3 kids, and like they run a really awesome office, her and her husband do. And you always kind of were like, she just must have something, that I just am lacking, you're like missing. But I think working from home and growing something from nothing, having no experience, no resume, no background, I think entrepreneurship has given me a lot of confidence to realize that it wouldn't matter what any of us wanted to do. It's a lot of us think we have to have a certificate or a degree, or, we had to have, like, we've been bred to do this thing. And it's
right.
It's really not truth. That's just a lot of times fear. Of course, I believe like God will close doors where you're not supposed to be going through them, but I also now I feel like working from home and doing this, like, it's just allowed me to see, like, nobody knows what they're doing. Like,
right.
nobody knows what they're doing, but the people who are doing it and inspiring you and encouraging you, they just were okay with that, and they kept doing it. And I think that's probably one of the best blessings that I've received from, working in network marketing and now starting another business, is like, anytime my husband and I are like, we don't know how to do that, we're like, we'll figure it out. It doesn't really matter anymore. Like, it doesn't,
the challenge.
But you'll figure it out. And I think that's something a lot of women and stay-at-home moms, we run into this place where I was just talking to Mike about this yesterday. I'm like, if I had nothing on my plate, if I didn't have my at-home business, or he didn't have the financial coaching business, sometimes stay-at-home moms, we seek validation by putting everything onto our plate, because we're like, well, I don't have anything else to do, so I should just take on all of it at home, that's like having 8 jobs, and I always want to be careful when I share with potential stay-at-home moms, like, what you're doing is the equivalent of 8 jobs, and I think we hear that so much as stay-at-home moms, so it kind of gets watered down and it loses its validity. But I watched a Rachel Cruz video. She's Dave Ramsey's daughter.
Yes.
Sharing the financial side of how much money families save by having a stay-at-home parent. And I was like, that alone is incredible. So I want to make sure I always say, if you just want to stay at home and you don't want to add something to your plate, that is okay, because you are saving your family thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in all kinds of other costs. But
yes,
if you want to do something, don't let that person who's inspiring you, don't let that person be a roadblock to some belief that they have something that you don't,
For sure. Yeah. So has that mindset carried with you then, even through the move to Japan? So you've started a business in the States, then you go to Japan. I mean, has anything shifted in your mind since, with all this going on? Because you've got a lot, you just said all these people have a lot, but you really have a lot on your plate.
And pregnant.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't do pregnancy well either. I'm not I just don't do it well. But I think coming to Japan, the hardest thing is when you do experience that confidence and the growth in your business, and you're like, all right, I'm doing it. I'm may not be perfect, but I'm proud of what I'm doing. And then you come over here and the time zone is different. You miss out on a ton of stuff. And in a way, I've identified with my careers for so long that a part of your identity feels like it's not there because you can't go at the speed you're used to going. And so, I have to remind myself, this is something that is also figure outable, just like business, this part is different and it's got its own unique challenges. Of course, I prepared on the back end. I have a lot of help. I've got really good at outsourcing. But it doesn't mean coming here is just a breeze. The mental side of being here is the hardest because I'm
sure
missing everything. And I hate that so much.
Yeah.
That would be tough. That would be hard.
Yeah. But it's opening up I prayed for being more of a present time person. I don't know if you guys struggle with this, but like just to sit somewhere.
Yeah.
Like without my phone, without my computer, without
just breathe.
Like just to be present. I like prayed. I'm like, I want to be a more present mom. I want to be like focused on just her and not so distracted. And then here it was. Like it wasn't even
Yeah.
Right.
Here you are. Here's all
Here you go.
like, just kidding. I don't want all this freedom. Like I just have like, my big hectic schedule back. So there's a really cool thing happening here. I just am slow to accept it, you know?
Yeah. So basically we're all asleep while you're working. And so do you wake up then with like 1,000 messages?
Yes, but 1,000, I'm definitely not that cool. But I purposefully took Facebook Messenger and Facebook off my phone. So I don't have it anymore. And so
that was smart.
It's like got its challenges. Like I was definitely addicted to it. But now it's on my desktop. So I still wake up. I wake up the same time I did in the States. I wake up about 5 or 6, which is perfect because the United States is still awake. It's your evening the day before. So I can still do work like in the evening with the States, or if I stay up, you know, past 9 p.m. here, which lately isn't happening, but it normally does, then I can catch the morning stuff. But I don't really see any notifications unless it's like a text message until I sit down to my computer now. So I've purposely tried to do that, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's why I love you guys. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've dropped the ball.
No, not at all.
We're cutting you some 14-hour slack, okay? I mean, it's only been like 3 weeks, but 14 hours we get. Yeah. Okay, so I heard you mention Dave Ramsey. And I followed you a lot.
Ricci, I was like, let's see. She's got something else going on too.
I know. Well, I followed you quite a bit, and I know that you guys really followed the Dave Ramsey plan. I don't know what he calls it, but which has led you, obviously, and your husband into this second business. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes.
And why, what started it? Where has it taken you?
So going into wanting to be a chiropractor, actually, I should just say, like, at that season, we were engaged. We weren't even married yet when I was like, I'm going to be a chiropractor. I'm going to open up a health care and do all this stuff. We're engaged. And like, that was the point in our life where we had our first money talk with each other.
Oh, yeah.
I've kind of explained my personality. I came into our marriage or our relationship always having worked, always having like a ton of jobs, but I had no money to show for all the things I had ever done. And I remember talking to Mike about like, we were getting serious and I was like, I think this is going to be something. We should probably have some of the hard conversations. And I remember being like, he's going to see my finances and just like want to run for the hills. Like, like I like to shop. I am the spender. Like, love Target, miss Target so much. Don't care what anybody in Japan says. There's nothing here like it.
Oh,
but that's kind of like the backstory of where I was when I started working from home. And I remember like the first, it was my first big check from my at-home business. It was $1,000. And I remember telling Mike, I said, this is my second chance to like not, for lack of better terms, mess it up. Like I knew I wanted to be smart with it. I knew I wanted to, you know, never be in that situation again where I was like embarrassed of my finances. So when I started working from home and realizing the income potential with it, we then decided we needed sort of like a system or, you know, something to guide us. And everybody talks about Ramsey. And so we just kind of did it ourselves. We didn't buy anything. We just started using his baby steps, which you could literally, anybody watching this, you can Google his baby steps, figure it out yourself, or, you know, plug into all of his content. He's got tons of it. I got to meet him last year in Tennessee when I was in Nashville.
I was wondering if you did.
I took my daughter, Madison, with me, but we, through the course of learning how to handle our money, getting out of debt, we paid off over $30,000 of debt since I started working from home. learning how to do that, we were like, man, we started getting questions because we would share about it. We'd talk about it. And people are like, what are you doing? We just guide them to Dave Ramsey. But there'd still be more questions. It's never we learned quickly. We're like, this isn't just about finances. This is about, oftentimes, it's people's behavior and people's marriages is what we were talking more about than anything.
Wow.
And when quarantine started and COVID hit, we were in Quantico. My husband was in school for his job and I was doing my at-home business. I was like, why don't we get certified through Dave Ramsey? So Dave Ramsey has a master financial trainer program that you can do to get certified. And why don't we actually help some people with some solid advice and, like see how we can make an impact in our online community or in-person community. And it's grown now. We actually just volunteered to do Financial Peace University here on the island, but my husband.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool. My husband has clients, most all of them are in the US, and he's the only one that's certified right now. So I didn't finish mine yet. That's on the list to do.
Maybe first, then that.
Yeah.
We'll figure that part out. But his certification right when we got to the island and just started taking on clients, and it's been really cool. There are days where we stop talking. Well, he talks and then we kind of debrief with each other, but there's so many cool ways that we get to help people in their relationships, their marriage, their behaviors. It's not just about their bank account, and we just love it so much. It's turned into like such
awesome.
Ours, yeah.
That is
awesome. Amazing. Wow.
I love it. Yes.
I think we just
great.
One of his clients just paid off like $10,000 in debt, and I was like,
oh wow,
cool. And like
that's cool.
We had one client who she and her husband did their finances separate, which I won't open up that door to that controversial topic, but her and her husband did their finances separate, and we did some like coaching on the side with them, and they like restored their marriage through some of this.
Yeah. Aw, that's awesome, Ellie.
Yeah, it's been really fun, and like we get really fired up about it. So
that's awesome.
Well, the next time we're all in the same location again, I'm gonna like go to Ryan, because Ryan's the money man at our house, and I'm like you. So like I haven't grown up yet, in that sense. So I'll be like, hey Ryan, you may or may not want to talk to him, but when you do, I'm leaving. So
Mike is great, and like people will follow us on social media, and like one of his clients was like, doesn't your wife have a problem at Target? And he's like,
yeah. 100%.
About it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, Ellie, so as we kind of close up here, what is like a little bitty piece of advice that you can give to some new moms that are coming in and they're on the fence deciding to stay home and start their own business? And, kind of what's a little bit of advice that you can share with them?
Well, regardless of what you do, if you decide to like quit a job, if you leave a corporate job to stay at home, or you didn't have one and you just decided you're going to be a stay-at-home mom, and regardless of what avenue you choose, like you always have options. I think we feel so locked into something that we're doing, and especially the industry of, working from home in the network marketing channel. You're not in a contract. So even if you decided to take on this little side gig and do something with it, you always have the option to do whatever you want. And I think that's so empowering and freeing. Like you're not locked in anywhere. And if you decide to go back to your corporate job after you have a baby and you feel locked in, most of the time you're also not locked in there. So like, I would just say
that's true. Yeah.
At peace with whatever, and allow yourself to trust those nudges that you have. Like if it's not feeling the right fit, then it's not the right fit. And sometimes we'll push against that and we're like, no, I just gotta be stronger. I gotta push through this. I gotta do it. But over time, you're like, I still feel that nudge of like, this isn't the right fit. Well, then follow that and like watch what other doors can open. So I don't know. I think being a stay-at-home mom it's great. It's tough. It's awful. It's amazing. It's everything.
It's every emotion.
You can always choose to add something in or to eliminate it. And that's very freeing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. That's
great
true.
advice. Great advice. Well, okay, we know you only have about 5 more minutes left. And we like to do what we call Mama Madness questions. After talking with you, though, I'm almost certain I know the answers to some of these.
Okay.
So we've learned a lot about Ellie already in the first 30 minutes. All right. So the first question is, what is the first thing you do when you wake up?
I put my diffusers on.
I didn't know that one.
So actually, let's go back to that real quick, because somebody did a post the other day and they were asking, what is the best scent that you have found on your diffusers?
I every day diffuse grapefruit and geranium together.
Oh,
that sounds like a good mixture.
Get my day going until like my house smells like that. It's weird.
Yes. You got like and then another friend told me, and this is a good advice for some moms out there who have kids that are wearing masks all day. They're putting a little bit of peppermint or something on those masks to keep them, awake and alert
breathing
during the day. So okay, so that's good to know. So what would you do on Mars for fun?
Take pictures.
That's a hard one, Ricci. I didn't even think of anything. I'm like, hold up, like Mars, like the planet.
I think I would do back handsprings because there's no gravity. Like I'd be like, woo, woo.
That's true.
Like videotape the whole. Like I would make Instagram stories.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
What is one thing that you own right now that you wish you never owned?
My Dyson blow dryer.
I love mine. You don't like yours?
I thought that I could be one of those women who gives herself blowouts, and I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
Robbie is your go-to girl for a blowout now.
I just can't do it. It's so awkward. And I was like, blow dryers, the Mac Daddy of blow dryers. I have no use for it.
It should just do it for you. You should just be able to stand underneath it and be like, fix my hair.
Yes, exactly. When they come up with that, then we'll pay money for it. All right.
Yes.
So what's your favorite TV channel? Not show, channel. Like, what do you always go to?
Well, I don't have TV here. I only have like Netflix and Hulu and Amazon.
What are you binging on Netflix right now?
Yeah, what are you
Anything?
binging?
To tell you guys, but there's this show called The Yummy Mummies about Australian moms, and
Australian?
I'm hard in the paint into the show.
Ellie, I'm gonna have to check it out. The Yummy Mommies.
I'm like,
it's like the housewife shows, but these women are all married and they're pregnant, and so like they're all moms, like, bougie moms. We're talking like they're getting Rolexes for push presents and like.
Oh my goodness!
By them.
Oh, we got to watch that one, Robbie.
That is crazy.
Okay, and my last question, which I think I know the answer. Let's see if Robbie can guess it. The store that you shop from the most. Robbie, what's her store?
Target.
She was paying attention. Was that right?
I mean, here, yes, but currently, like, been online shopping. Target would be my go-to.
In Japan, are you shopping at all?
Online. I've been ordering a lot for free people.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But did you hear her last online shop she uses a lot, Robbie? You missed
free
it.
People?
No, she said Zaya Active. I was like, I hope so.
Well, yeah.
You
need to go get your hat.
We've got Zaya here.
Yeah. Have you introduced anybody new to Zaya?
Yep, there's actually a new business partner we have now in Germany.
Awesome.
Military spouse, and then there's one here in Japan who she's active duty in the Navy. Her husband's a Marine Corps, so they're dual military, and she is now a part of our Zaya family too.
See, you are still killing it over there. Gosh, good.
You are killing it, Ellie. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Knocking it out, girl.
Thank you so much for joining us, Ellie. I know it was a weird time, but we're gonna this show will actually go live tomorrow on Thursday at 11. So we're so thankful that you were able to join us tonight or this morning. It's so hard. I'm like, I don't know where we are.
Me either, Ricky. Just drink your cup. I'm gonna drink my peach nectar.
Yeah, I got it.
Gosh, I wish I could give you a hug and say thank you for getting my day started with this.
Well, good.
Aww.
Okay. Well, we are looking forward to seeing all the pictures of the baby and keep sending those beautiful pictures of the ocean and the beach. And we can't wait for you to be back in the States with us.
Thank you, guys.
And have a great Thursday. Go enjoy your day.
We'll tell you how our Thursday is tomorrow, okay?
Yes. Bye, Ellie.
Bye, Ellie. Bye. Oh, me. I can't even imagine.
I know. That's crazy, isn't it? She's so sweet.
Okay, well, guess what's on my plans right now? Because it's still early in the evening.
I know.
It's so weird. We're finishing this up.
It's so weird.
I'm going to go finish up my evening at a little local restaurant with some friends. They just texted me while we were on. They're like, are you coming? And I'm like, I told y'all I had something to do. So
the Ricky Robbie show comes first. Let them know.
They do know that. But so I get to leave here and go have a few drinks with some friends. What about you, Robbie?
Ricky, that'll be fun. I will go and get little ones laid down and then pack because I am beach bound tomorrow. Ooh! I'm going to head to the beach for a long weekend and so kind of enjoy and hopefully have some sunshine.
I hope so too. So when are you getting back?
Monday.
Okay.
Yep. So just a quick trip. Just really quick.
Well, you enjoy your time. You deserve it, Robbie.
Thank you, Ricky.
Make sure you take your pink hat.
And I was going to say, don't worry, I will have my hat on the beach.
And your beach hoodie. Do you have your beach hoodie?
Oh, yes, girl. You know I do. Yes, I am ready. I am ready for the beach.
All right. Okay, girl. Well, we will talk next week. Do we know who's coming?
Next week, we do not.
Okay. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Yeah. Next week's a surprise.
All right.
Well, Ricky, you have fun tonight. And I hope I guess when people see this, I hope you all are having a fabulous Thursday and living your best life in leggings.
That's right. And have a little liquor too, especially when it's 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, girl.
Bye, girl. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.